Hey, what's going on today? Let's talk some LG updates today. What's going on YouTube? Back here with another video again, and you might have to turn the volume up on this video. I'm having to be a little quieter than normal because there's a sleeping baby in the next room. So gotta keep it down low, you know what I mean? But anyhow, I'm excited to be talking to you about LG updates for their TVs once again. Um, this one's going to be for the 2024 lineup, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do a live demonstration of installing the update like I normally do, or doing some initial testing to make sure it doesn't break anything. So for now, you're just going to have to settle for me talking a little bit about what comes with the update. But what I thought I'd do in this video is just kind of show you how to navigate your way to finding the update, just in case you happen to miss one of my videos or you're not subscribed to me. That wouldn't be the case, right? You would not be watching this video and not subscribed, right? Okay, what I thought I'd do in this video is just kind of show you how to navigate to the updates page for your display. And it's a pretty simple process. If you're here watching this video, it's because you have an OLED display from LG and more than likely one from the last 3 or 4 years. So what we're going to want to do is navigate our way to the software, firmware, and drivers page. You have a search bar right here. The first thing you're going to do is type in OLED. Okay, it's going to start pre-populating some choices here. The next step is to put your display size. For reference sake here, I'm going to put 77 just for the hell of it. It's going to populate some more. For today's updates, we're going to be talking C4 and G4, so I'm going to go ahead and put C4. And this thing is going to kind of narrow things depending on what retailer you bought the display from. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one because it's the first one. It doesn't really matter. And as I kind of scroll down here real quick, there is a new software update available. It's going to be version number 03.11.20. And since I can't actually physically install this on the display, if you're new to my channel, what I typically do with these update videos is I usually like to install them day one or as soon as I'm aware of the update, because I want to be kind of a test mule for you to get that update installed. That way I could tell you if there's going to be any problems during installation. And if you think there's never problems during installation, check out some of the videos on my channel. And if I do make it past and it's a clear installation, you're good to go, I want to make sure that once that update is installed, it's not going to break any major features on the display, and something like that would never happen, right? Unfortunately, I don't have a C4 or a G4 to do the live testing for you. However, this video is more of a public service announcement letting you know that if you don't have automatic updates turned on your display, there is going to be a new LG update being pushed to your C4 and or your G4. But hey, since I can't do any live testing, why don't we dive in and see what actually comes with the update? All right, it's fancy graphics time for you. And for today, we're talking software version 03.11.20. That is applicable only to the C4 and the G4. So if you have a CX, C1, C2, and you're here and you normally watch my channel, unfortunately, this is not for those of us that have those displays. However, let's check out what comes with this anyway. The first thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to leave this in this graphic until I have a reason not to, and that's to let you know if you decide to go ahead and install a new software update from LG, or if you accidentally leave automatic updates turned on and it just forces it on there, I hate to break it to you, but once that new firmware version is installed, you can't go backwards. So I'm going to continue to leave this as part of my graphic until I see something on LG's site or somewhere credible that states that that's no longer the case and you can actually roll back firmware updates, which, by the way, how fantastic would that be, right? How many times have we had a feature break in an update and you'd have no way to go backwards and you'd be stuck with that broken feature for sometimes months before it actually gets fixed? I mean, what a wonderful thing that would be, right? But as far as what actually came with the update, we're only getting two things. We're getting improvement in fixing minor bugs. This is pretty much a staple for LG updates. It's pretty boring in nature, and it doesn't tell us a damn thing, unfortunately. But it is exciting for you, just like I referenced a moment ago. If you were on the prior firmware version and you've been waiting a month or two, for some feature that kind of broke. Maybe it's audio problems. I mean, I know in some of these firmware updates, the biggest thing I tend to notice on my displays is audio issues, whether it be Bluetooth connectivity or maybe some sort of HDMI handshake issues. These sort of things tend to pop up after certain firmware updates, and they magically go away on the next firmware update, which is why I know the prior one broke it. But anyway, nothing fun with this update. Unfortunately, I have to report, but LG likes to surprise us at times and do new feature updates from time to time. So if you're not subscribed yet, now's a good time. Hit the subscribe button and turn the bell, because as soon as those updates get pushed out and they do have new features to talk about, I'm gonna have that video to you within a couple of days of that update releasing. Or whatever update gets pushed out, if it breaks some major feature on a display that I own that I can demonstrate for you and maybe even prevent you from installing that update, you need to have the subscribe button and the bell notification checked on. That way you see that video as soon as it gets released. But that's going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy the content, you found it helpful, whatever, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. And like I keep saying, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Help support the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. But with all that being said, till the next one.